are more concerned about what is too far from me.
Yeah.
So yes, the first thing that am I clear? The anxiety, stress, duality, conflict starts from my perception.
Yeah. Right.
Now, my perception. Our master says, did you examine your perception? So the seeker asks, what do you mean by it? So the master says, do you do you perceive that I'm sitting in front of you? Yes. You did namaste to me? Yes. So whom did you do namaste? Did you do namaste to the body? Yes. Body does not know. Body is not conscious, so not affected. Whether you do namaste millions of times to this body is like a matter. So if your understanding continues that you are doing namaste to the body of a teacher, yes, it is not bad, but it is also the how long you are going to do that. So is the body guru? Is the body teacher? No, no, no. The seeker says, now the seeker is confused. Seeker says, you, I mean you. Oh, you. You mean I. You mean I thought. You mean false I. You mean you are taking for granted that my mind is your guru. Then Master goes on explaining that yesterday you were telling me that you ate mango. Yes, but you peeled the mango. You did not eat the skin. You did not eat the big seed. But the mango is a part of the skin, and also the skin is a part of the mango and also the seed. You removed it, you threw it in the garbage, and then you eat. Similarly, our master says we have to be, we have to be, we have to constantly examine who am I, and where you find what is needed to be peeled and left out, you have to leave it. It is like an onion. You buy an onion, and how many layers you peel and throw. But if you go on peeling the layers after layers, you don't find anything at the center. Similarly, the master says you continue to examine what is not you, throw it out. What cannot be thrown is you. That is the real self. That is the real self. So we have, so this is now you start peeling. So what we start peeling through the mind, through the knowledge. It is not that you are physically peeling. Then we no longer exist. These are metaphor. Onion is a metaphor. Mango is a metaphor. So we need not to peel ourselves. But by knowledge and by understanding, if we peel ourselves, okay, mano buddhir ahankara chittanaham. So the master has written this verse who says, examine mind, memory, intellect, ego. Are they you or not you? No, I possess them. They are not me. So I'm not the mind, I'm not the intellect, I'm not the memory, I'm not the I thought. Why? I say I'm egoistic, so it means it is objective. I have a mind, I possess the mind, I possess the memory. Oh, yes, yes. It's fairly understood. It has nothing to do with cult, dogma, belief, and religion. Mano buddhir ahankara chittani naham. Second line, the master say, Nacha Shrutra Jivhai, Nacha Grananete. I'm none of these five sense organs. Are you five sense organs? No. I see you. How I see you through my eyes. How I hear you through my ears. I said my ears. I am not my ear. I said my eyes. I did not say I am my eyes. Oh, I have to peel it out. I'm none of these five sense organs. Okay. So I'm not none of these five sense organs. I'm not the mind, intellect, memory, and the ego. Then so now go ahead and find out how these five sense organs and the mind, intellect, memory, and I thought is made of. So in our Eastern wisdom, we say they are all matter, and the matter consists of five elements. So it means I'm none of these five elements. I'm none of these five elements. I'm none of. Now, what is present in mind, intellect, memory, and I thought? What is present in five sense organs? What is the moment I woke up, I became conscious of the body? It means consciousness is there behind to become conscious of the body. So the consciousness is present in all the five sense organs, in mind, intellect, memory, and I thought, and also in every cell of the body. Modern science has recently started, they said, oh, this is cellular consciousness. What is cellular? You prick a pin onto the little pinky finger, you feel the sensation. But sensation you cannot feel without consciousness. And there is another grand proof that I am not this body, because if this is if you put the anesthesia into this pinky finger, even if you cut the finger, you don't remember, you don't know. So the master used another method, and this method is known as neti neti. This method in English it means not this, not this. What is not this? I am none of these five sense organs. I am not these five elements. I am not the mind, intellect, and I thought and ego. Then who am I? What is present behind all of them? It is the consciousness. So the master asked the seeker, are you convinced? First, you should be convinced. Why? Because you have to remove the doubt. Doubt in the mind must be removed. How the doubt must be removed? Because you have many false conceptions in your mind since your birth. Since our birth, we have created hundreds of false perception. Based on that false perception, I say, here is you, here is me. But we are talking about the body. So the seeker is asking, what is next? Yes, that is a good question. Nacha prana sangau navai panchavayu. The master says, are you clear that uh, five elements consist of, it is the five elements at a subtler level is mind, intellect, ego, and the memory. Huh? At a little subtle level, they are the five sense organs. At a gross or physical level, this is your physical body. But something is going on in your physical body. Your physiological function, circulation, metabolism. In those days, these words were not used. These words were indirectly used as a five basic functions happening in the body. Five basic functions happening in the matter. The way the many working is happening in the nature also. So it means that physiology, the biochemistry, the neurophysiology, the neuropsychology, all the functions are happening inside the body and also outside the body. Or you can say the mechanism of perception, the mechanism of seeing. Why the eyes cannot hear the sound? Why the eyes only see the form and the color? No, it is my eyes, so I have a right. No, you don't have a right. You do not have a luxury to hear the sound through your eyes. You don't have a luxury to see any form and color through your ears and through the nose. But still, they are the matter. So, behind that, there is a consciousness. So, it means behind all the functionings of this body, there is consciousness. If the consciousness is not there, physiological functioning, biochemical functioning, neuropsychological functioning will not exist. We are peeling layers by layer to find out what cannot be denied, what cannot be rejected. That is I am. So, in the first case, consciousness is behind the matter, five senses, and the mind, body, intellect, and ego. Now, how can you say, oh, yes, in deep sleep, mind is dead. In waking state, the mind, intellect, ego, everything becomes active. That I thought in the mind says, here I am. I'm referring to the body, but I'm not the body. Do you see? I'm not the body. Very good. So I'm not the body, mind, intellect, ego, five senses. And then the master says, no, go ahead. You are not even the five motor organs. In the second stage, he says, first you understand you are none of these functions. You claim that you are the doer. Your larynx, you have a larynx, you are not the larynx, you are not your mouth, you are not the tongue, and you say you are the speaker. Larynx, tongue, mouth, respiration, they all are helping you to speak. How can you say that you are the speaker? They are speaking, they are making a noise. And at the same time, we are none of these motor organs, the five motor organs, the hand, the mouth, the feet, and the genitals, and the anus. Now the master goes little deeper at the subtler level. What the master says, Name dveshirago, name lobha moho, madho naiva meneva matsarya bhava. So, like we have six enemies of the mind. Six enemies in the mind. As long as we are working with these six enemies, we live in delusion, we live in foolishness. What are these six enemies? Dveshirago. means attachment and detachment, or strong likes and dislikes. Then we have desire. When the desire is not fulfilled, we get agitated. So that is agitation or stress. Then we have another level of impurity in the mind. If all the desires are constantly met in our life, mind wants to repeat that desire again and again. That is greed. So strong likes and dislikes that causes the desire, and desire ultimately either agitation or greed, four enemies. And the fifth enemy is the delusion. And after the delusion, you have pride or ego. And after the ego, you have jealousy. So these are seven basically. The seven factors where they are living in my mind. How I perceive the world outside because of this mind. So if the mind contains all these six or seven enemies, so you are perceiving the world through the seven enemies. Seven. I perceive the world through the seven enemies. Yes. The whole day passes with the, oh, no, I like this, I don't like this. I like this person, I hate this person. I'm jealous of you. Look, you see, the whole day passes until we fall into sleep, and the next day we wake up in the morning and we have the same repetition. And that constant repetition of these thoughts associated with an emotion causes the anxiety and stress in me, and I blame the world. Do you see that? How beautiful and how subtle is that? So, what it says, Name dvesh rago, name lobha moho, Madho naiva me neva matsarya bhava. All these seven organs, seven, seven enemies, or six or seven enemies in the present in the mind. So I can see you with jealousy. My perception is colored by the jealousy. My thought is colored by the dislikes. Then only I dislike you. But all is happening in the mind, and the mind is not me, but it is happening in the presence of consciousness. Why don't you separate the consciousness on the right side and the rest is on the left side? What is on the left side, including your jealousy, is not you. Peel it and throw it. Do you see that? Name dvesh rago, name lobha moh, madho neva me neva matsarya bhava. Now the master gives us a uh, shock. He says, all your perception, your thought processes, your individuality is colored by dharmo na dharmo na chartho na kamo na moksha. So your all thought process, your individuality, your past, what is going to be the future is colored by your perception of what is right and what is not right, or by religion, or by the possessions, na dharmo, na chartho, or by desire, na dharmo, na chartho, na kamo, na moksha. So I have an innate, we don't even say that I have a desire, but I have a desire. We both are meeting because at certain level, we have likes. That is why we are meeting. If you say I dislike you and still we are meeting, not possible. That is the inherent nature of the mind. Inherent nature of the mind. But behind that like and dislikes, behind all this, there is one consciousness. that you cannot lay off this consciousness. You can lay off your strong likes and dislikes. You can lay off your pride and delusion. You can lay off your greed. You can lay off your hesitation, but you cannot lay off your consciousness. So that consciousness, oh, it was present in the senses organs, in the five motor organs, and it was present in the five elements. That's how I became. I feel conscious. I can move my hands. Otherwise, no chance. So the master goes further. Master, you see that we are peeling. Our goal is to peel what is not me. We have a false perception. I buy the mango from the market and I see that, oh, mango was so sweet. I ate three mangoes. What do you mean? Did you eat the seed? Such a big seed? No. Did you eat the skin? No. Oh, so you ate some part of the mango and you are saying that I ate mango as a whole. So that gives us an understanding there are many layers in us which is not me. I have to peel it, throw it out. Throw it out means through in my knowledge, in my mind. What do you mean by it? You have understood that I am not the body. Every day when you wake up, your mind reminds you that you are not the body. At this moment, when we wake up, we have taken for granted that I am the body. The way you have taken for granted that you are a woman and I am a man. But both man and women are made up of the same elements. Same matter, same five elements, same mind, intellect, ego, same motor organs. Only difference in the shape. Then we went to the mind. We recognized the six enemies, and the greater recognition of these six enemies. Oh, I hate this guy. Oh, the hatred is present in that guy, or it is present here, and behind that there is a consciousness. So, well, let me remove a hatred against this guy for a while. What happens? Or nothing happens to that guy. But what happens to me? I feel calmness. Now let us na punyam na papam na sokyam na dukkham. So the master now goes further, deeper little. You see that we are peeling the layers by layer, like we are peeling the layers of the onion. Outer layer is brownish or the red, and then we find white is red or white is yellow, and then we peeled it. Now it is very difficult to find out what is mixed in that white layer. So the master says, punyam na papam na sakyam na dukkham. Punyam and papam means the merit and demerit, and sakyam and dukkham means the pain and the pleasure. So where you experience the pain when you say headache, I experience the pain or the pleasure in the body in the form of sensation. Even though it is experienced in the mind, but if I don't have the body, I don't experience. Last week, I extracted one tooth, and people, they put some chemical, and they cracked it into pieces, and I was conscious, but only that reason was not conscious. So there was no pain, there was no pleasure at all. Then they said that, okay, you will have an extreme pain. We have already given you the prescription. I did not take even a single pill. I'm okay. No, no, you need not to speak. I've been speaking since last week. I didn't tell you. And there's nothing, The pain was there for an hour, and after that, pain was not there. So they have put 7 or 8 stitches. It is molar eating. Master says, Punyam na papam na sakyam na dukkham. You relate it to your daily life, and then you see, oh, you are right, Master, you are right. So the Master says, you are not pain and pleasure in the punyam and the papam, merit and demerit. I got the tooth extracted. It has nothing to do with merit and demerit. You see, there are millions of actions that we perform. It has nothing to do with the sin, merit, and demerit. Oh, you are eating chicken, so you are a sinner. Okay. So first go into the forest and ask the lion that you are also a sinner. Stop doing uh, stop acting like this. Stop eating animals. It has nothing. It is a nature's design. We have an intellect. I'm not advocate of anything, but so Master is saying that sin and virtues, you are none of them. It is a creation of the mind. Same way, pain and the pleasure are the product of the mind. If you keep aside the mind, if you keep the mind in abeyance, your pain and pleasure has gone. Your merit and demerit has gone. So na punyam na papam na sakyam na dukkham. Now the master says he is talking to the highest level of a seeker. Na mantro na tirtho na veda na yajna. Why you are doing mantra? Why you are chanting to he's talking to the highest level of a seeker, not at the primary level, not at the middle level. We have to continue with the meditation practice. But he says, why you are meditating? Behind the meditation, there is one consciousness. So you have to simply recognize that consciousness. Na mantro, na tirtho, na veda, na yajna. You need not to do anything. You just recognize, be aware. And that is what is known as the mindfulness. Dharmo na chartho na kamo na moksha. Now he goes very deep. That needs to be understood clearly. Na bhujyam na bhukta. What he says? Na punyam na papam na sakyam na dukkham na mantro na tirtho na veda na yajna aham bhojanam naiva bhujyam na bhukta. For any activity, the mind divides into three. Mind divides into three. That is known as the principle of Trinity. I am speaking first. To whom I am speaking? To you. Second. And the very process of speaking. Three. So the master is asking us to recognize the mind is putting you in delusion. And then he cites an beautiful example. You see that, I can say that I hate this guy. Now, no, that guy is not present before me, so it's okay. I'm free. No, Trinity is still present. The three factors are always present in the working of the mind. The master gives an example of the food. Who recognizes that you have a food on the table? Mind. Clear? Who is eating? It is also the mind, because it's the body mind complex who recognizes, and the very process of eating. So, in every activity, in every working of the mind, you have the Trinity. So, what is this Trinity? It is the same mind. Mind divides itself into subjective and objective, and the relationship between the two. that my relationship is guided by the pain and the pleasure, by the six enemies, by the likes and dislikes, then I'm killing myself. I'm entering into anxiety, stress, duality, and a conflict. Oh, it is the same mind at a very purely at a physical level. The image, your image, falls on my retina. That is how I have a cognition that you are here. Science understands it purely at a more or less at a physical level. We say, no, it has to do with the mind. If the mind is not behind your eyes, forget about your retina. It doesn't make any sense. Really? Yes. So I am just aware of that trinity. You see, I like coffee. Coffee is one, I is second, and drinking coffee is the third. Trinity is always present in anything and everything. That is how the mind divides itself and creates a delusion. So, and behind that, there is only one consciousness, the mind. Now, the master goes little deeper, further deep. We are peeling the layers of the onion as if I'm an onion and I have to get rid of all these, which I am not. The way I peeled the skin of the mango, I removed the seed also. Whatever is left, I ate it. But whatever is left, I ate it. I say that I have eaten mango. No, you have not eaten the full mango. You don't. You have not eaten the banana. Again, in banana, you have peeled it. You have peeled the skin, and then so you have eaten part of it. So you have to find out what can be peeled, what is not me, and then I have to abide in that which cannot be thrown out, which cannot be left. So now we go little deeper. न मे मृत्यु शंका न मे जाति भेद न मे मृत्यु शंका न मे jati bheda. So the master says, how come you see that you are different human being and the person sitting in front of you is different human being? No, the gender is different, but the elements are the same. So why you are discriminating between the man and the women on the basis of a gender? Do you have an extra sense organ as a male and females have less? No, it is the same. It is the same carb, it is the same protein. So why you are discriminating on the basis of a gender or the color or the shape? We have created another layer of our delusion in our life. Na me mritti shanka, na me jati bheda. Now Master says, do you really die? Die? Who dies? The body dies, but you are not the body. You are not the mind. So we are hypnotized and mesmerized by the society since the birth of the body. Otherwise, this body undergoes a change by the nature. We can delay the aging process, but we cannot stop it. The childhood comes, never goes, never comes back. Huh? The youth comes and it goes. Childhood never comes back, youth never comes. The old age comes and never goes. It never goes. That is the inherent nature of this body. So the master says, Name Mrityushan. Why you have a doubt that you die? It is the body that dies. you abide by that consciousness, then no one dies. As you remove the clothes every day before bathing, same thing happens to you. This is peeling, you are peeling. Na me mritu shanka, na me jati bheda. Now the master goes, do you recognize that you are a father? Is it a label? You are a mother? Is it a label? Or you are the father or mother? Is it a simply label? When women was telling me that, I'm the mother, I, I gave, my son came to me to ask for a loan and I gave the loan of $50,000. And now you see that it has been 3 months. He even doesn't call me back. Oh, I said, okay. So your agreement, did you also wrote an agreement that your son should call you every week because you have given a loan of $50,000? So she said, no, there is no agreement. I said, why he should call you? You are attached. And that is why you are anxious. That is why you have come to me. So what should I do? After all, you are mom. If he doesn't call you, he might be busy. You call him. Why don't you call? Is it living too far? No, he's living just 10 miles away from me. Your mind is crazy. Even after I loan, yes, because you are building a relationship based on the loan. So you see, so the master says you have to examine and understand again and again that what exactly you mean by relationship of between the father and mother, between the spouses, between any relationship. You are a boss or an employee. You have to find out. You have not to get carried away by any of these relationships, the message of the master. You need not to get carried away by any such relationship. Hold on, hold on. You are referring to the body. You are referring hmm, to the social mindset. Otherwise, as such, there is nothing like this. So what should I do? You said you drop it from your mind. That is another layer that you can peel out. My master used to give a beautiful example. He used to say that you have a couple. Yes, we have a couple. Now this couple got married. So after 10 years, they divorced, which we say ex-husband and ex-wife. Yes, that is also good. Now the ex-husband married to another woman. So now can you tell me, are there two husbands in that man? Are there two husbands because he's ex-husband and now the new husband? And now tell me, does the ex-wife remains the wife or it is already gone? So how do you say wife minus ex-wife? Do you see that? We have created a lot of delusion and we live with the delusion. Oh, I've been ex-wife, and then, I loved him so much, and then I start tearing. And so, I have created a method of shedding my tears. I remember 10 years ago. Oh, so you continue to be ex-wife for the last 10 years. We don't recognize. We go by the impurity of the mind. So the master is saying in a different way. Na me mrityu shanka, na me jati bheda chit pita naiva me neva mata na janama. So master, this last line meaning, Pita nahi, you are not the father, you are not the mother, you are not the son. Who has given you the birth? The ultimate birth is given by the nature who collected all these five elements, who built these five sense organs. None of the dad or the mom have built these five sense organs and heart and the lungs. It was, do you see that? It was made by the nature. You cannot say. The father doesn't say, today I will create your digestive system. I am pure vegan, so you have to be pure vegan. And the guy comes and then he becomes very intense non-vegetarian. So why the master is saying, leti, neti, neti, why the master wants us to peel all the layers? We have peeled all the layers. Now the master is saying what is left. Aham nirvikalpo nirakar rupo. Even thinking of this, it fills you with the joy. Aham nirvikalpo nirakar. What is my shape then? My shape is shapeless. Why? Consciousness is shapeless. Can you give me the shape of the consciousness? No, there is no shape. Can you give me the shape of the space? There is no shape. I feel that my room is like a square, so I feel this, so the space has become like a square. Is it not? And my house is like a rectangular shape. I'm going somewhere else, and the same way the consciousness is inside, that is the ultimate reality. It has taken the shape of this body, which is known as Girish. It has taken the shape who is sitting in front of me, is known as An. But still that consciousness has no shape. In the transactional world, yes, we have to work as a Girish, as a An, as a man, as a woman, where I'm living, everything is good. Only at the transactional level, but at the real level, I cannot refer this body as I am. Aham nirvikalpo nirakar rupo. So the master is saying, what is my shape? It is shapeless. Shapeless is the shape of me. I am of the nature of shapeless. Aham nirvikalpo nirakar rupo vivyutvacha sarvatra sarvendriyanam. That is the deepest. Light. There is a light in the room. Very good. And why there is a light in the room? Because of the lamp. How there is a light in the lamp? Because of the electricity. But if I say the lamp is giving me the light, if I say the sense organs, through the sense organ I recognize you, no, behind that electricity is consciousness. The consciousness is behind the sense organ, consciousness is behind the mind, consciousness is behind the intellect, consciousness is behind everything in this entire universe, including my body, mind, intellect, ego, sense organs, and motor organs, in or behind my waking state, dream state, and sleep state. That consciousness I am. I am the real self of the nature of peace, happiness, love, truth, and wisdom. Pure logical understanding, nothing to do with the cult. Master says, no, you are none of these religions. Forget about any religion. You are not part of the religion. You're not part of the cult. You're not man and women. You're not father, mother, son in any relationship. Same thing. We have peeled everything out of the mango, we threw it out, but still in the transactional world, we have to still use. I'm your mom and I'm your dad, and we are related to each other, we are friends. Transactional reality. The way I use in the transactional world, I ate mango, I ate onion, but you have peeled couple of layers of the onion before eating it. Did you not? You peel the banana, you say I eat banana. What did you eat in your dinner? I eat chicken. Ah. No, you you ate only one part of the chicken. You peeled lot of things. So this with the same logic and understanding, I have to peel intellectually in our mind, in my level of awareness that what I am and what I am not. In transactional word, yes, I have to continue to say this is what I am. All the delusions are gone. All the delusions are gone. Yes, tell me. Did you get it?
What you
So,
ask me?
yes, yes, yes.
Oh, yes. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, sure.
Many other masters used many good metaphors and examples to explain who we are and how to understand we are. So, the more and more commitment, we are doing it regularly and daily. Every day you wake up in the morning, you remember. Simply, you remember. I'm none of this body, mind, sense organ, intellect, ego, motor organs, all the functioning, no labels. Then what is left is the pure consciousness. Question, the last question also, many questions, but one question is coming to my mind that the in Eastern wisdom, we say that you have to repeat meditation, mantra, lot of practices, listening, learning constantly. You have to repeat it again and again and again and again. Why we say we have to repeat? I did not repeat that I'm a husband, but still I know it. Once I know that I'm the son, so I need not to repeat it. You see, masters have addressed all the objections. But why you are asking me to meditate daily and repeatedly, listening and learning consistently? Can you see the real self by your sense organs in the mind? The answer is no. That is why we have to repeat it, to remind your mind. Otherwise, the mind will forget. Why the mind will forget? The mind perceives the world of name in the form. You have to remind mind, you have to perceive something beyond the name in the form. And the mind has been heavily conditioned to live in this world of name in the form. So I have to decondition it. To decondition, I have to remember it. Do you see the you cannot defy this law